Alibaba on Wednesday released its first self-developed chip during its annual Apsara conference.
The release of the Hangguang 800, which claims to be the fastest AI chip on the market.
China has just taken a shocking step that caught America off guard. In an unprecedented move, the consequences of which are yet to be fully understood, tensions have escalated quickly. This sudden action has sparked urgent discussions and concerns across the globe. Could this be the moment that changes everything between these two superpowers? Join us as we explore the lethal depths of this new reality. Next-gen computing, the Hangguang 800. After finishing this first small job, the next big challenge will be to use the energy from fusion in our current electrical systems. But don't expect to see this for a few decades. Different reactors will likely handle it in the future. For the first time ever, the $3 trillion IT industry is about to introduce technology that can benefit industries worth $100 trillion. Imagine a groundbreaking advancement that has amazed scientists worldwide. In China, an incredible achievement has set new standards in technology. Today we're looking at Alibaba's latest innovation, which is more than just another tech product. It represents a huge leap in computing power and efficiency, drawing the attention of experts and industry leaders everywhere. Make sure to like and subscribe to Tech Revolution for the latest tech news. Let's jump right in. Recently, Alibaba, the tech giant from China, introduced a supercomputer chip called the Hangguang 800. This chip marks a big step forward in computing power and efficiency, impressing many experts. The Hangguang 800 uses advanced 3D stacking technology, which allows more transistors to fit into a smaller space. This innovation boosts performance while reducing power use. To give you an idea, this chip can perform 256 trillion calculations per second. But this isn't the only impressive part. The Hangguang 800 excels at doing complex tasks quickly. It can process image recognition tasks 10 times faster than older models. This speed is crucial for applications in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and big data analysis. Alibaba has demonstrated this through its cloud computing services, which significantly enhance data processing speeds. Now think about the global race for semiconductor leadership, a highly competitive field with major players like Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA from the US. Intel, founded in 1968 by Gordon Moore and Robert Noyce, has been a leader in semiconductor technology for a long time. Their latest product, the Intel Core i9-113900K, is praised for its excellent gaming and professional performance. AMD is also a strong contender with its Ryzen 979X processor, designed for high-performance computing. Meanwhile, NVIDIA, led by CEO Jensen Huang, is advancing with its GeForce RTX 490 graphics card, which sets new standards in gaming and professional graphics. On the other side, China is increasing its investment in its semiconductor sector to become self-reliant in critical technology areas, especially as it faces new challenges from US sanctions. This move isn't just about boosting technological capabilities. It's also about securing a position in the global tech scene. Alibaba's new chip isn't just about speed and efficiency. It represents a broader shift in the tech landscape. Companies worldwide are striving to create more powerful and efficient hardware to support the next generation of technology, from AI to machine learning and big data. This shift is critical for driving future innovations and maintaining competitive edges. The Hangguang 800 is more than a technological marvel. It's a symbol of the progress being made in the semiconductor industry. It shows how advancements in technology can lead to significant improvements in various fields. For example, faster image recognition can enhance security systems, improve medical diagnostics, and even revolutionize how we interact with technology daily. But here's something you might not have considered. The impact of such technology isn't confined to high-tech industries alone. Improved computing power and efficiency can lead to better products and services in everyday life. From smarter home devices to more efficient public services, the ripple effects of these advancements are vast and far-reaching. So why does this matter to you? Whether you're a tech enthusiast or someone who uses technology in daily life, these advancements will likely influence the tools and services you rely on. Better chips mean faster, more efficient devices, which can enhance productivity, entertainment, and even how we connect with others. Remember, this isn't just about faster processors or more powerful computers. It's about how these advancements can transform industries and improve lives. The Hongguang 800 is a glimpse into the future, where technology continues to evolve, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But this isn't the end of the story. The journey of technological innovation is ongoing, with each new development building on the last. As companies like Alibaba, Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA continue to innovate, we can expect even more exciting advancements on the horizon. In response to efforts to limit its access to advanced semiconductor technology, China introduced measures like the CHIPS Act in August 2022. This act is part of a bigger $52 billion plan to boost America's semiconductor manufacturing and reduce reliance on overseas tech. At the same time, China set up significant funding programs like the China National Semiconductor Industry Investment Fund, also known as the Big Fund. This initiative plans to invest over $150 billion into its semiconductor industry to support local companies like SMIC, Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation, China's largest semiconductor foundry. This fund has been essential in improving the production abilities of Chinese companies, enabling them to create advanced technologies despite international limits. The focus isn't just on the newest technologies. China is also making significant progress with older, yet still important, legacy chips. SMIC, established in 2000, plays a key role in producing technologies like the 28-nanometer and 65-nanometer process nodes. These are crucial for consumer electronics and industrial applications, powering devices from smartphones to cars and home appliances. Another key player is GigaDevice, founded in 2005, which specializes in legacy memory chips like NOR flash and DRAM. These chips are critical for things like mobile phones and car control systems. Excelling in this market has allowed China to capture a significant part of the global electronic supply chain. According to a report from IC Insights, Chinese firms hold about 30% of the global market share in legacy chips. This dominance grants China substantial control over global supply chains and market dynamics. But the advancements in new technologies are just one part of the story. During the 2021 global chip shortage, China's strong legacy chip production and export capabilities helped lessen some of the supply chain issues faced by other countries. The Hangzhou 800 chip, a notable technological achievement, underscores China's growing influence in the global tech landscape. This chip is crucial for high-performance computing, which is important for national security, scientific research, and economic development. Global chip race. One major application of the Hangzhou 800 is in Alibaba Cloud's AI and big data services. This chip allows Alibaba Cloud to improve its services in machine learning, natural language processing, and data analysis. This not only strengthens Alibaba's market position, but also supports China's goals to lead in AI research and development. The success of the Hangzhou 800 chip is a key part of China's strategy to reduce reliance on foreign technology and become a leading global innovator. But this wasn't the end of the story. This progress signals a larger trend of intensifying tech competition between China and the United States. As China advances in semiconductor technology, the US and its allies need to rethink their strategies and improve their technological capabilities. The breakthrough with the Hangzhou 800 chip is set to significantly impact the global tech scene, showcasing China's move towards more self-reliant and innovative technological development. To further enhance its semiconductor industry, China has also been focusing on developing its talent pool. The government has invested in education and training programs to cultivate a skilled workforce capable of driving innovation in semiconductor technology. Universities and research institutions across China have increased their efforts to train engineers and scientists in fields related to semiconductors, ensuring a steady stream of talent to support the industry's growth. Moreover, China's commitment to research and development, R&D, in the semiconductor field is evident in the substantial financial resources allocated to this area. The government and private sector have jointly funded numerous R&D projects aimed at pushing the boundaries of semiconductor technology. This collaborative approach has fostered an environment of innovation and experimentation, leading to breakthroughs that position China as a formidable player in the global semiconductor market. The impact of China's advancements in semiconductor technology extends beyond its borders. Chinese companies have started to forge partnerships and collaborations with international firms to share knowledge, resources, and expertise. These collaborations not only enhance China's technological capabilities, but also contribute to the global semiconductor industry's overall growth and development. China's influence in the semiconductor industry is also expanding through its investments in infrastructure. The country is building state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities and upgrading existing ones to meet the increasing demand for semiconductors. This includes constructing new fabs and expanding cleanroom spaces, which are critical for producing high-quality semiconductor chips. These efforts aim to ensure that China can meet both domestic and international demand, further solidifying its position in the global market. But the journey hasn't been without its obstacles. China faces ongoing challenges such as intellectual property disputes, export controls, and geopolitical tensions that complicate its efforts to become a leading semiconductor powerhouse. Despite these hurdles, China's determination to advance its semiconductor industry remains steadfast. The country continues to invest in cutting-edge technologies and infrastructure to support the growth and resilience of its semiconductor sector. The U.S. and its allies are also stepping up their efforts to strengthen their semiconductor industries. Initiatives like the Chips for America Act aim to revitalize domestic semiconductor manufacturing and secure supply chains. These measures are part of a broader strategy to maintain technological superiority and counterbalance China's growing influence in the semiconductor arena. Another critical aspect of China's semiconductor strategy is its focus on innovation and intellectual property. The country is not only investing in the production of existing technologies, but also encouraging the development of new and unique semiconductor solutions. This includes investing in startups and smaller companies that have the potential to introduce disruptive technologies to the market. By fostering a culture of innovation, China aims to create a more dynamic and competitive semiconductor industry. China's strategic approach also involves enhancing its semiconductor ecosystem. This means not only focusing on chip manufacturing, but also on other crucial parts of the semiconductor supply chain, such as equipment manufacturing, materials production, and software development. By creating a comprehensive ecosystem, China can ensure a more integrated and self-sufficient semiconductor industry, reducing its dependence on foreign suppliers and technologies. As China continues to make strides in semiconductor technology, it also faces the challenge of balancing rapid growth with sustainable development. Environmental concerns, resource management, and energy consumption are critical issues that the country needs to address to ensure the long-term viability of its semiconductor industry. By implementing green manufacturing practices and investing in sustainable technologies, China can mitigate the environmental impact of its semiconductor production and contribute to global sustainability efforts. The race to dominate the semiconductor industry is a critical aspect of the ongoing technological competition between China and the United States. China's significant investments and strategic initiatives have propelled its semiconductor industry forward, allowing it to make substantial advancements in both cutting-edge and legacy technologies. As China continues to develop its semiconductor capabilities, the global tech landscape is set to undergo significant transformations, highlighting the importance of innovation, collaboration, and resilience in this high-stakes arena. The future of semiconductor technology will likely be shaped by the continuous efforts of both China and the United States, as each strives to secure its position as a leader in this essential field. When the Hongguang 800 chip was released, it set off a chain reaction across the semiconductor industry. Companies like Intel and AMD felt the immediate pressure to ramp up their research and development efforts. Intel, for instance, is on the brink of introducing its latest Meteor Lake processors, which boast the most advanced technology aimed at maintaining its market leadership. Similarly, AMD is pushing forward with its Zen 5 architecture, designed to deliver top-tier performance and innovative features for both everyday consumers and large enterprises. But this wasn't the worst part. The Hongguang 800's success signals a significant shift in the global supply chains. China is now solidifying its position in the high-tech chip market, compelling other countries and companies to reevaluate their strategies. They might need to source new suppliers, adjust their production methods, and form new alliances to ensure a steady supply of semiconductor components. Future chips, powering AI and big data. With the Hongguang 800's success, the dynamics of global supply chains are evolving. China's rise as a major player in the semiconductor industry forces other nations and corporations to reconsider their supply chain logistics. Companies may need to find new suppliers, revamp their manufacturing processes, and establish new partnerships to secure a reliable flow of semiconductor parts. However, this isn't the end of the story. The semiconductor industry worldwide is now under increased pressure to innovate. Companies are striving to meet or exceed the capabilities introduced by the Hongguang 800. This competitive environment is likely to trigger a wave of breakthroughs, driving research into developing smaller, more energy-efficient, and powerful chips. The semiconductor industry is no stranger to competition, but the introduction of the Hongguang 800 has taken this to a new level. The need to innovate has never been more pressing, with companies globally striving to create chips that are not only more powerful, but also more energy efficient. This intense competition is expected to lead to significant technological advancements, pushing the boundaries of what current semiconductor technology can achieve. But this wasn't the biggest challenge. The race in the global chip industry is intensifying, and China's development of the Hongguang 800 marks just the beginning of a rapidly evolving technology landscape. In the coming years, we can anticipate further advancements in semiconductor technology from both established leaders and new entrants. This competition is pushing nations and companies not only to invest in new technologies, but also to explore collaborative efforts to propel innovation. Looking ahead, the semiconductor industry is set for rapid transformation. The Hongguang 800 is just the start of what promises to be a wave of innovation. Established companies like Intel and AMD are doubling down on their research and development efforts, while new players are entering the market with fresh ideas and technologies. China's continued advancements in the semiconductor field challenge the global tech community to remain agile and forward-thinking. The ongoing rivalry is no longer just about producing better chips. It's about shaping the future of technology and influencing global strategies. This evolving competition prompts an important question. How will China's Hongguang 800 chip influence the strategies of tech companies in artificial intelligence and big data handling? The rise of the Hongguang 800 chip has significant implications for artificial intelligence, AI, and big data. These fields require immense processing power and efficiency, qualities that the Hongguang 800 chip embodies. As a result, tech companies around the world are likely to reassess their strategies, focusing on developing chips that can handle the demanding requirements of AI and big data. The competition brought on by the Hongguang 800 is likely to drive significant advancements in AI and big data processing technologies. Companies will be pushed to develop more powerful and efficient chips to keep up with the increasing demands of these fields. The global tech community must stay nimble and forward-thinking in response to China's advancements. The competition is no longer just about producing better chips. It's about influencing the future of technology. Companies worldwide are investing heavily in research and development, aiming to create the next breakthrough in semiconductor technology. However, this isn't the final twist. The competition in the semiconductor industry is prompting nations and companies to explore collaborative efforts. By working together, they can drive innovation and stay ahead in the rapidly evolving tech landscape. The competitive environment fostered by the Hongguang 800 chip has led to an increase in collaborative efforts across the semiconductor industry. Companies are forming alliances, sharing research, and pooling resources to drive innovation. This collaboration is crucial for staying competitive in the fast-paced tech world. But this wasn't the last hurdle. The ongoing rivalry in the semiconductor industry is not just about technology. It's about shaping global strategies. Countries and companies alike are rethinking their approaches to ensure they remain at the forefront of technological advancements. As the semiconductor industry continues to evolve, the influence of the Hongguang 800 chip is undeniable. It has set a new standard for performance and efficiency, prompting companies worldwide to innovate and collaborate. The future of technology is being shaped by this ongoing competition, with significant advancements expected in the coming years. But this wasn't the end. The Hongguang 800 chip has not only revolutionized the semiconductor industry, but also influenced global strategies in technology. Companies are now more focused on developing advanced chips that can meet the demands of emerging technologies like AI and big data. The release of the Hongguang 800 chip has had a profound impact on the semiconductor industry. It has pushed companies like Intel and AMD to accelerate their research and development efforts, leading to a wave of innovation. The success of the Hongguang 800 has also prompted a shift in global supply chains, with countries and companies reevaluating their strategies to secure a reliable supply of semiconductor components. The ongoing competition in the semiconductor industry is driving significant advancements in technology, particularly in the fields of AI and big data. Companies are forming alliances and collaborating to stay competitive, shaping the future of technology in the process. Will this lead to new global tech alliances or deepen technological divides? Share your thoughts, like, and subscribe for more.